Ashley and Lance, just want to know, let you know how happy I am for both of you. I just think y'all just are amazing together. I just think that Lance, you've made her happier than I've ever seen her. And just thank you for bringing that smile to her face. And just, I know that, and I pray that y'all will continue to both, you know, bring those smiles to each other's faces and just have happy times. And people ask me, or they tell me, aren't they so sweet together? Well, I really just think y'all are perfect for one another. Hear, hear. And I know you faced some obstacles and some challenges, but I know that's just only helped you grow stronger and closer as a couple. And I just want to say that this is the beginning. This is the beginning of your life story together. And so, here's to new beginnings.
Go easy on me. Here we go.
Go, Bill.
I'm Lance's friend Billy, part of the New York contingency. It's really nice that everybody's here. I met a lot of you guys. You know, Lance honored me with this opportunity to say a few words about him today, and just to give you a little glimpse into, you know, who this guy is. Ashley, you know him very well, but he's a very quirky guy. He's the kind of guy who will say something like, I would imagine most men on their day would not say, you know, I want you to get up there and I want you to just tell everybody exactly who I am. I think the word roast came out of his mouth. He said, I want you to roast, don't hold back or anything like that. And I couldn't possibly really do that to you on your wedding day, so I'll try to keep it as nice. He's got such good qualities, this guy. And I'll try to only say really nice things about Lance, but, you know, we're so proud of you and all that stuff. You know, we've all met Lance by now, and that's an experience in itself, just meeting him. I can only imagine what your first impressions were, Ashley, upon meeting Lance, but we've all been there, and, you know, thinking about what I might want to say, you know, I try to think about what the true essence of Lance is, and how you actually, like, explain Lance to somebody. Who is Lance? And it's not easy. I mean, there's so many things you got to think of. I guess you got the obvious Slurpee obsession, which you've started hearing about today. There's the formidable height, you know. You can't miss that. The entrepreneurial endeavors over the years. Some more successful than others. And, but there's the nicknames. For starters, this guy has so many nicknames. He's that guy in the group of friends who has nicknames, and the great thing about him is that he doesn't mind if you make up a new one for him on the spot. He says, yeah, that's me, and he gets that deep voice, yeah, I'm Lance from Answer. When I met him in middle school, I guess it was, 6th or 7th grade, yeah, we had class together, and I guess by then he was starting to develop his first nicknames. He must have been about 6'2" already at that point, and very large. And I guess his first nicknames were like, you know, Big Lance, or do you have class with Lance? Or what's Lance? Tall Lance? Oh yeah, Tall Lance. I don't know if he liked the nickname Lance a lot. Sometimes younger people don't like that. It changed over the years. He went through the big metamorphosis of nicknames. Actually, I don't know if you know all of them, you know, from everything from Bigosaurus, Rex, Lance, and all these permutations of Lance, Romance, Dance in his pants. Chance to take it to dance. He could do it. You want to say a few rhyming words? He's got a whole rap.
Well, I mean, if you want to understand me, you got to understand my circumstance. That's the whole thing. Because if I get a chance to take her to the dance, her life will enhance. But she needs to let me know in advance.
There you go, Al.
Really a man of words, man with words. And it was just like this huge metamorphosis of nicknames. L-Dog, L-Slurpee K, let's include the Slurpees in there somehow, and I don't know what else was there. All the romance names. Lancelot changed to Romance-a-Lot because look at the guy, he's getting married there. And all sorts of permutations, Romance-a-Lots, Romance in the Lance, Romance in the Coin, the list goes on and on and on. But we don't really know him so much. You know, your best qualities are not your nicknames, it's your character, Lance. And so I'd just like to point out some of your greatest qualities here as we go along. I mean, actually, you're really getting, you know this, but you're getting the most loyal guy ever. He's the type of guy I would think who would drive to the ends of the earth, you know, for a Slurpee. But one thing I always think about when I think about Lance is that he's very memorable. People don't really forget Lance, so I'll see people who I haven't seen in a while back home, and they'll say, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, you know, I saw Casson and Queller and Lance. You know, what's on Lance? What's he up to?" And I say, "Oh, he's living in Austin. He's teaching and everything. Oh, really? He's teaching? Yeah, he's getting married. And Queller's doing. Wait, Lance is getting married? They won't let me move on to the other person. I want to know more about Lance. I catch up with Lance. He's so memorable. But you could also, I guess, call him very, very happy. We've seen him extremely happy the last couple of years. They met in the park and outdoors, and I guess it makes sense because he's such an adventurous guy. They would meet outdoors. Yeah, he's so adventurous, this guy. We've shared Slurpees in heat waves. We've shared Slurpees in blizzards, in frost, in the back of a station wagon with no heat. We've had Slurpee contests. Yeah, the icing and the slushy could never quite measure up. He reminded me of that yesterday. And he's done it in split cups, and he's done it in quad cups, and clear cups, and special edition cups, and he's had Slurpee trucks, and if Lance had an avatar, I'm sure it would be just two huge red lips. And until just recently, he just brought down the interplanetary, intergalactic, whatever, stellar world by downing an ice-cold alien berry. I think on 7-Eleven he took down, outer space.
5 7-Elevens in the city that we went to.
And he's that kind of guy. Yeah, he took down the Slurpee world. He owns it, and you're really marrying a winner. Lance has won so many contests, actually. I don't know if you know the stories behind them.
I do.
I could give you a brief synopsis of some of the most memorable ones. There was, of course, the Slurpee contest. Of course, we had to have it on the coldest day of the year. And I think he downed about 4, and the lady kept saying, she recognized Lance, but she wouldn't usually see him come back in to the store 4 times for new Slurpees, especially in the month of December, whenever we had it. He won that one easily. There were also, the hat contest where he had 2 Slurpees on either side of a sombrero with plastic tubing running to his mouth. It made him about 7 feet tall. If you think Lance needs to draw more attention to himself, you should have seen him on that day. There were also taco eating contests, and the whole thing behind the taco eating contest is that there were it was like you had to buy 2 for $1 to get the deal. 1 cost you like 70 cents or whatever it was, so you had to get 2. You had to buy multiples of 2. And we had one. I think the record was probably like 8 or 10 maybe. That was almost unheard of. 12, to venture into double digits was almost unheard of. And I remember we had this taco eating contest one time. He was on about 13, and I saw he wanted to give up, but he willed himself to 14 just to preserve the integrity of the taco promotion. So he got to 14, an even number, and he won that contest easily. He's also won fantasy basketball, and he's probably won poker once or twice. Yeah. But to just kind of finish here on a more serious note, we were thinking about a couple things we might want to say, and one person is missing, at least today, that some of Lance's friends got to know somewhat well, and that's his grandfather Wilfredo. One of the added benefits of hanging out with Lance was that we would often get to see Wilfredo, and not just like see Wilfredo, but he would take us places. He would let us drive his car before he would let Lance drive his car. He would take us to the casino. He would take us to Highlight. He might have had some bad habits, but he was always so giving and so sharing. That's a quality that Lance certainly has. He's very inclusive and he likes to share things. And he always loved the casino. We said you might think that if there's a casino in heaven today, he's maybe having difficulty keeping his poker face because the smile is just overwhelming, and I'm sure he's very proud of you, as we all are, and so congratulations. I guess we could raise a glass or a bottle and say congratulations, Lance and Ashley, on your wedding day. And that's, I don't know who I give the microphone to next. Does anybody else want to say a few words?
I would like to. Shut up, David.
Yes, Lance, you are very happy with this present of mine. Even though we had rough times, but they're gone. That's in the past. But you are having a wonderful wife in your future and your family that y'all will have, if that comes to be.
Thank you.